Hi, this is Kai from New Elect Frontier, and today I'm here to present you this bad boy here. I had to wait for the yellow edition, obviously, because it really looks cool, and I like the looks much more than of the other versions. So actually looking at it makes me want to play it. So if you're looking for a usual sound comparison with the other clones and stuff like that, please just put this into a search machine, and there's tons of good reviews and comparisons with sound for this machine. This is not what I want to do today. What I'm going to focus on today is this little nice thing like the filter in, which Behringer thankfully built in this machine, which was a mod to the original 303 for a lot of units that people modded themselves. And Behringer put this in the budget pricing that's already there. So I want to focus on what happens if you use this filter in combination with another synth. And I put on the Model D, also from Behringer, because it's quite handy, because it has 3 oscillators which we can switch on and off, so I can easily show you what happens here. And unlike other synths like the MB33, which I also really like, it also has a filter in, but this one cuts actually off the internal version. So the internal VCO is cut off, and you just use the filter and amplifier in the envelope, which is also nice if you want it like this. But in the end, it's just not the VCO you want to use inside the machine. With the Behringer version, it's you still have the inside VCO, okay, and you add the others on top. Okay, so let's see what's here. The pattern I play is just a simple pattern that is on the machine, so nothing from me. So very easy one. Okay, so you can hear, nice tempo. So let's see where this goes. And now we just take a look at the Model D, which I still have to switch on. And what we simply do here is we want to connect the filter in, and you want to connect this one with a mix out of the Model D. So you get the signal, the mixed signal from the Model D into the TD-3. However, you just do not use the whole filter section and stuff like that, right? So you just use the oscillators and the mixer, and then it goes out here. And to have the stuff that's sequenced on the TD-3 inside the Model D, we also have to use the CV out for sure. So, and put it in here in the oscillator 1 volt. So that works by default. Just make sure that all is switched off and turned down so you can see the effects. So let's see. So this is a clear sound now. And now let's see what happens if we put in a deep oscillator here, also the sawtooth, and it's tuned, right? As you can see, it also gets a bit fatter, and you can do the usual tricks like detuning a little bit. You see the filter reacts like very subtle to it, but you can still do the usual tricks you want to do with this machine, right? So let's see what happens if we put in some more. Now you see, it's really starting with an octave up. It's really starting to... You can still do all the tricks you want to do with this box, right? So let's add the third one. now compare. Original voice, high. What we can also do is add a white noise or pink noise. So as you can clearly see, this combination makes the sound a lot fatter, but it also makes it a bit different, right? So the whole filter section just reacts different than to the only one VCO you have in the machine. So there's a bit difference, but it makes the sound a lot fatter. And if you have a synth that has you know, several oscillators, or you have a Euro-Rec system, which you can incorporate as well for sure, and you can mix the different things and go in with the mix here, you can really fatten it up, right? A lot, to be honest. So let's see what happens if we go to pulse wave form. So let's see where we go here. Yeah, classic. I really like the sound, right? So let's see what happens. There's a dark, deep one. Yeah, this is nice, right? I mean, you have this live, so slightly detuning, you can do a lot. And high one. So you can do a lot of stuff with it, actually. So now let's try what happens if we put in the distortion. Voice alone, deep one. Mid and the high. And some white noise. Okay, and then in the end you can for sure start mixing the waveforms, right? So just a little hint. I mean, I'm just taking some random stuff here. So that's about it. Just to wrap it up a little bit, as you can see clearly, if you have one of these pretty actually cheap boxes, I mean, it comes at $149. You can do a lot with it with the filter in, right? So if you have any other synth that is Eurorack compatible, or you have a Eurorack, and you can go into this box, you can make a whole lot of it. So the first thing you can do, obviously, with it is enrich the VCO that's in there with external stuff coming in, and it doesn't have to be only synth, right? So you can feed in like other sound sources you have maybe in a Eurorack system. So for example, I have a granular synths which you can produce like real rich sounds with, which you can also feed in here and like use the really cool filter and stuff and together with the distortion and the sequencer. So this is really, really mighty. On the other hand, what you also want to maybe look into it is that for this little price, you have CV out, you have a gate out, and you have a sequencer that can do a lot of stuff, and you can actually control a Eurorack system with this stuff, right? And this could also be quite interesting thinking about if you think about live jams, live performances, because you can save your patterns here. It's easy accessible, to be honest. And you just control your stuff there, and you decide if you actually want to get a sound signal back in, or if you can just use it as a synth, right? If you want. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this little box, and there's a whole lot of things you can do with it. And I will dive deeper into it, because the one of you who had an original 303 or ever tried to program the normal sequencer, it's like a little bit hard to get into it and to get it programmed in a way that's hard. So one of the next videos will definitely focus on the little software tool that Behringer provides to control this box and to also put like sound patterns into the machine via a simple piano roll editor on your computer, which is really, really nice. But I will focus on that in another video. So I hope that was helpful. Please give feedback in the comments if you want to see anything else, if you liked it or not. Also, if you want to see more from that, please just like the channel, follow, share, whatever, and have a good day. Stay healthy. And this was Kai from New Electronic Frontiers. You find a couple of links down in the footer, also to my music if you want to listen to it. So have a good time. See you. Bye-bye.